falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Well, McCollum has struggled with injury. He's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
And he gets it to go.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Amari Stoudemire, who's checked in for Miami. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly, but they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. It's something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
Wade, good. Wade's got 10 points in the game. McCollum kicks to Davis. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Miami's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Inside. Grab the pass to Davis. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the basket by McCollum. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they've protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lonley's checked in. Right side Davis. Grab, dishes to Davis. Stoudemire with the defensive effort.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the fourth quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the fourth quarter from a scoring standpoint.
Crab kicks to Anderson. Here's McCollum. And he gets it to go. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Unloads. And Portland again with the bucket.
Wade averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter of last season. That was third most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball in hand.
And Winslow comes to help. McCollum kicks to Davis. Feeds to Cramp. And stolen by Richardson. And he gets it to go. 15 points for Wade.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Henderson kicks to Vonleh. The turnaround. That misses off the backboard. And they're running. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Crabb. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
They knew exactly what they wanted to do right there, Greg, and the timing was right on time.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Portland out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down a triple.
The Heat trail by 5. Kang and McRoberts holding down the forward spots. Richardson is out there with Dragic. And it's Whiteside in the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Dragic. Richardson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Heat.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a look at that.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on. Clark had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Whiteside, the pass to Dragic. Off the left rim and out.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
The Heat trail by 5. Here's Whiteside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Richardson. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Lillard attacking. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Plumlee dishes to Lillard. Lillard again missing. He'd have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And here's Richardson outside. Can't get it to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard attacking. Harkless kicks to Crabbe. To the left side wing. Here's Lillard. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
On the wing, Dang. Richardson the pass to Dang. McRoberts dishes to Dragic. And McRoberts kicks to Whiteside. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trail Blazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team and injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Lillard attacking. And it's Miami with the rebound.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. And a switch here also for Portland. Leonard's checked in. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard attacking. Here's Plumlee. Misses the layup.
And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of the season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year.
6 to shoot. Whiteside, the pass to Dang. And here's Richardson outside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Lillard outside. Right side, Leonard. Back to Lillard. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. So Dragic will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the 3, or just taking it to the rack himself.
Lillard attacking. Oh! Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Crabbe kicks to Harkless. It's stolen by Dragic. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Richardson dishes to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. Just 4 to shoot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Check out the stats for Richardson. He has 11 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung, and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Here's Wade. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Now Davis. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the basket by Lillard.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Wade from outside. And it's Wade again missing.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
Davis kicks to Anderson. Dishes to Lillard. Clock at 6. And the block by Johnson. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Lillard again. It's Richardson. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Lillard the pass to Davis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Passes it to Winslow. Johnson outside. It's deflected. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. In the corner, Henderson with it. And he dumps it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, what he did in that national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways, puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
He's off on the second. Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year. And as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
And taken away by Johnson. And the dunk by Winslow.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
McCollum. Here's Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Timeout called the Heat.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
Making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Vonleh's checked in for Myers running.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
And he gets it to go.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Richardson. 15 points in the game. The Heat rebound. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Lillard. Up the floor. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Henderson. And now a 4-point Portland lead. Johnson kicks to Richardson. The shot by Wade wide open. And it's Wade again missing. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The shot by Vonleh no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him. Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it. And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Portland. Here's Davis. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Portland leading. McCollum kicks to Henderson. Dragic comes with the double team. Henderson dishes to McCollum. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Josh McRoberts has checked in for the Heat. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. McCollum passes to Vonleh. Shot clock at 6. And Davis gets it to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
The Heat have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, even though they're behind, I love the job they've been doing getting to the free throw line.
We always like it when you're aggressive and not settling.
The shot by Wade, no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
It's stolen by Dragic.
I'd like to see him use a little clock here.
I agree with you. Milk the clock with this possession. That's what they've got to be doing.
9 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now here's McCollum. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll see you back here after. It's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
We've seen D-Wade getting it done. He has 23 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Harkless is out there with Aminu. And it's Plumlee in the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Lillard. Off the screen. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And for the past few seasons, Portland's bench has really been their Achilles heel. I mean, last year they showed some improvement. The reserves play stole the game for them on more than one occasion, but still wouldn't be considered a strength.
To the right side. Dragic. The shot is off.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Lillard with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Here's Harkless. And Portland again with the bucket. And for Portland, the bench still wasn't leaned on heavily for minutes. Greg was just talking about that. But they were in the top 5, Clark, in scoring efficiency, and they shot 45% from the floor on the year.
And what was a weakness for them in 14 was a strength for them in 15. And actually, they were their best down the stretch of last season.
Plumlee with the screen. He was all alone on that one. Now it's a 6-point Portland lead.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
And it's Wade penetrating. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Hit. Shooting one.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. Said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out. Of Phoenix in 2 South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Three-pointer, Wade. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lillard attacking.
And one thing about Damian Lillard, for as much as he handles the ball, for as much as he pushes the action, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean, surprising for a young, aggressive point guard, but this guy plays wise beyond his years.
And he can't get the first one.
Lillard has been playing really well. He's got 24 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
And he can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Wade kicks to Whiteside. The basket good off the assist from Wade. 6 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside. And you know, Clark, another important point regarding Lillard, for as aggressive as he has been going to the basket, he's extremely durable. He's been terrific in terms of health.
He's been in every gamer throughout his young
Isn't
career.
that
That is
yeah.
remarkable. Unusual in today's NBA for sure.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for McCullough. Tipped away. For Portland, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
Well, free throws good from Lillard.
And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
Wade kicks to Dragic. The basket good off the assist from Wade. And that's 15 points for Goran Dragic.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as the 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in. But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Bosch kicks to Dang. Back to Wade.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside.
They are really struggling with fouls, Kevin. It's still early, but one more foul, and they're over the limit.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Miami trailing. Outside Dragic. Wade outside. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Dragic kicks to Richardson. For the lead. Miami no good on that time either. Portland's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Harkless with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Dragic with a wide open look. Miami no good on that time either.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
The wide open look for Plumlee. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Crab, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Portland.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. Well, a scary moment for Chris Bosh last year. Had to be shut down, Greg, as we all know, for the season after a blood clot was found in his lung.
You know, and Kevin, it really puts basketball in perspective. I mean, it happened right after the trade deadline, and obviously a huge blow to the Heat in terms of their push for the postseason. But fortunately, it looks like he's going to make a full recovery and have a huge impact this season.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, the Heat never really came back after losing Bosh. His presence on both ends of the floor is hard to replace, and they missed him a bunch.
The free throw is good from Lillard.
And guys, I know I speak for everybody. Glad to see Chris Bosh back out on the floor. I mean, blood clots can be a very scary thing for anyone. And I think everyone is happy he's been able to make a full recovery.
Bosh, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
It's pretty early to be over the limit, Kevin. They'll have to watch the fouls from here out.
That's his first personal foul. 5th team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Chris Bosh. 2.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And that one falls for Bosh.
They've been on fire from the free throw line, and that efficiency has really propelled them forward.
Good on both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's Leonard. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Johnson, the pass to Richardson. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
And stolen by Lillard. Kicks it to Plumlee. No one near him. And Luol Deng pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Amari Stoudemire, he's checked in for the Heat. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Davis is checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Harkless. Here's Richardson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, and something else they've done all through this one is knock down the mid-range jump shot whenever they've had the chance.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. That'll be a 5-second call.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had 1 before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
Here's Dragic. 15 points in the game. Shot no good. Davis with some nice D.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Leonard attacking. And that one is hammered home.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Dragic kicks to Stoudemire. Stoudemire with the screen on Lillard. Nice work there coming off the screen. 17 points for Goran Dragic.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
And the Heat making a change here. Wade's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. McCollum's checked in. Here's Wade. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Wade's got 28 points for the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The dish to McCollum. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Cram. 3 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
He looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
He's off on the first.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Trailblazers trailed by 4. McCollum dishes to Davis. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Miami's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Winslow kicks to Stoudemire. Lets it go with a three. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Portland's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here's Henderson. Fires for 3. And he gets it back. Here's Crabbe. Lock at 6. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Henderson.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Crabbe. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dwayne Wade.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
The Trailblazers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. First free throw is good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Josh McRoberts is checked in for Johnson. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Boy, they're making it look easy here. I mean, they're just automatic from the line.
Wade drives in. Great D that time from Davis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Davis sets a screen. A 3 from McCollum. Here's Vonleh. And he hits it to tie the game up.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, but over a full game, I like their energy. And if they can maintain that level of effort, I think it bodes well for them down the stretch.
Pass to Stoudemire. Second chance shot.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
That one is off. Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
Crabbe, no good.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. .106 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Wade. Misses off the right iron.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Trailblazers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And it's Dragic off the drive. Will it go? And it's Winslow that time on the assist by Dragic. Winslow's got it all tied up now for the Heat. Out to the right wing. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Miami's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Dragic the best to McRoberts. It's Dragic with the drive. It's deflected. A three from McCollum. The shot is off. Wade, he's open. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And that's now 30 points for Wade. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Heat lead by 2. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Long range from the inbound. Offensive rebound, Heat. Whiteside kicks to Wade. To the middle. Here's Bosch. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bosch has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Miami. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Dang and Bosch, your small and power forwards. And it's Whiteside in the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. And the Heat lead by 6.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Yeah, and he really could have fouled that one up trying for the big slam there, though. Just a nice, solid finish for the layup.
The Heat leading by 6. The feed to Bosch. Up and in on the layup. Bosch has got 4 points this quarter.
And nice job again that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And there's the call on Bosch. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And dang, here we go. And the rejection by Leonard. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Lillard. Plumlee with the screen. A 3 from McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. That's 29 points for C.J. McCollum. Dang dishes to Wade. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
And, guys, McCollum, one of the top scorers in college basketball during his time at Lehigh. He's got a high skill level offensively.
And the technical free throw is good. And Clark, McCollum has been an efficient three-point shooter in the pros.
Yep, I think he still needs to improve his overall field goal percentage, though, and that's a function of shot selection more than mechanics and shooting ability. Still working on that efficiency inside the arc, though.
Right side, Leonard. McCollum passes to Lillard. Nice shot from the wing. Lillard's got 33.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
And the Heat call time here.
Give it up for your Heat dancers.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Richardson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Winslow subbed in for Goran Dragic. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Miami no good on that time either. Trailblazers trailed by 4. And Lillard kicks to Harkless. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Lillard with no one around.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Now here's Winslow. Defense is right there. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Lillard attacking. No one near him. And good. He nails it. Lillard's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Deng dishes to Winslow. Right block shot. Here's Whiteside. And at last they get one to fall. And the Heat lead by 4. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And Hassan Whiteside in Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Labs checked in. Richardson, no luck.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark. No doubt about it.
The pass to Lillard. Stolen by Winslow.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And he gets it to go.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Here's Lillard. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Heat leading by 5. Here's Richardson. And there's another one for the Heat.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from behind the arc.
Dang gets a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And stolen by Richardson. On up the court. And the jam by Whiteside.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And Plumlee kicks to Lillard. He dishes it to Crabbe. Just 5 to shoot. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down. Down to just 4 points in the bucket from Lillard.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Richardson, and it's Dragic in for Winslow. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Myers Leonard.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. All alone. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Harkless. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Picked him clean. Pass to Crabbe. Lillard outside. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Oh, trying for it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. is out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Wade left side. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. To the paint. Here's Dang. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. And that's 12 points for Luol Deng. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That's his 4th personal foul.
Lillard again. Dragic. Feeds it to Cram. Uncovered. Good. Nothing but net.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Harkless with the steal. Here's Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Dragic kicks to Dang. Here's Bosch. And he lays it straight in. Bosch has got 10 points here in the second half.
How about raising his game here in the 4th quarter? Missing just 1 of his 5 attempts so far.
Here's Lillard.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
He's foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting for Miami, Damian Lillard. Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Wade kicks to Dragic. On the wing, Dang. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
Here's Lillard.
Inside 2 minutes. Inside
To the middle. Here's Aminu. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
Simply phenomenal, Greg, the effort we've seen from both sides here.
And he gets it to go. Wade's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
Lillard, the best to Crab. Beyond the arc. Lillard misses. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. 3-pointer, Wade. And again, Miami with the triple.
Fantastic bomb there, just especially against the taller defender.
Clutch shooting, determination, and plenty of skill, too.
Harkless. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Tries again. Wade from outside. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Lillard left side. .51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Clock at 6. Down low. Here's Plumlee. nails it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
Wade gets to Dragic. Dang dishes to Wade. And it's Bosch in the corner. Back to Wade. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
No doubt about it. Wade has found the touch right now.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. That free throw good from Wade.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a two-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're losing by 4. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And a quick bucket and the foul is really the only option at this point.
And the important thing about the foul is who you foul. They don't want to send a top-notch free thrower to the line if they can avoid it.
.20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Puts up a three. Connects! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one. Plumlee with the steal. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 12 seconds left in the game. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're losing by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Well, if they've got a play that they use to get a quality shot, this is the time to run it.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Lillard attacking. Got a piece of it. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts them ahead. Timeout called, the Heat. They're behind by 1. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They can grab the win here if they knock down the shot. With under 2 seconds remaining, that's enough time to catch maybe one dribble and then get it up in the air. It's obviously a make-or-break situation.
for the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And, Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you later.
DJ Cat!